And welcome back to Drakir Gaming. Today we're going to get out of this cave. Probably going to get through all of Nugget Road and meet Bill, and then we'll cut it off, I think, just before we fight Misty. So, Pole kind of went all in for the dome fossil, and just so I can get more than one opinion, I called a couple of people. One didn't give me an answer, but the other said, go ahead with the dome fossil. So that's what we're going to do, and I like the dome fossil anyway. Going to level with you guys, you'll notice that the experience bar is different. You'll notice also if I go to this screen, Charmeleon's nature is different, numbers different, stats different. I'm going to tell you why everything's different. I was in the middle of attempting to make a hack game for a later challenge, and something looked odd. It was like opening the hack at all had distorted all the stats and features. So I went to open the original again, because I had two files made, and see if I could just make a comparison with a file that didn't have that happen. But it happened to that one too. So I had to delete both of the files. Didn't realize that the save file was on the game application file. So I reloaded the application. Of course, I had to go through the entire process of getting to this point again. But I wouldn't bore you guys with going through the exact same thing twice. Just know this, it was actually better off for me, not even as much of a challenge, because of that naughty nature instead of the bold nature. I got through it a lot faster, and I think I strategized a little bit better. So the only difference really is that I went to the Pokemon Center like one less time. And of course I've got half of a level less experience. So we're going to go ahead with the dome. Dome fossil contains Kabuto, which becomes Kabutops. It's kind of like Scyther. Interesting. The Trilobite, which is a lot like the horseshoe crab. I really think they're just cousins of each other. It's kind of like an insectoid of the sea. So this is another one that could have done real well with the triple typing, and would have had a bug rock water composition. I think the only real reason they went with the rock composition for any of the three fossil Pokemon is because of the fossil aspect. They just wanted to drill that in our heads. But I guess that's their right since they made the game. And these guys over here, they'll tutor your Pokemon. The Mega Punch and the Mega Kick. We're not using tutors. I think there is an item ball somewhere in this vicinity. Is it over here? Nope. Here we go. Good thing I'm not using TMs for this run, only the HMs. I don't like Roar. It's kind of useless. Okay, let's go. Just a couple of laps around here, because I got some high-level Pokemon that you can one-shot in this area. Whether we even get to Misty in the next video is likely reliant upon whether we can get Dragonzord to become a Charizard. As I said, that's the goal that I want to enact before I fight Misty. That will allow me enough levels to survive long enough to destroy her Pokemon entirely. And being that Charizard is a flying type, it will also give me more of a challenge against Lieutenant Surge. Of course, that's granted that I don't one-shot him, but I likely will. So if we can't get to Charizard at the end of meeting Bill, we're likely just going to continue with everything else before meeting Misty. I think you can get through that house that has Dig, the one that got burglarized. You can do that before you meet Misty as long as you've gone to Bill's house. I think that's the only stipulation they made for it. And I know I can use that antidote that I just got. I just wanted to have one more encounter. Such a low experience boost. And now, potion. There's a couple of items back in Vermilion that I can get in order to progress faster once I get back to Cerulean. Of course, we will get the bike voucher, and then we will get the bike. I think I'll also go ahead onto the SS Anne and get cut while I'm at it. Get some good experience from that one. Yeah, quick attack. That's the only way you'll ever hit me. Close again to the next level. I think this one will do it. Hey, a Mankey. There we go, 27. Really good stats. I like the speed on this Charizard. A little bit better than the other one. Scary Face. What does this thing even do? frightens the foe with a scary face. So it's kind of like Intimidate for speed instead of attack, and you have to actually use it. Another useless move. I'm just gonna get rid of Smokescreen with it. I don't know if there's some kind of hidden bonus from letting your Pokemon learn all of the moves that he's gonna have to naturally learn. But actually, that would have been a fun little additive. I just hid that somewhere. Congrats, you allowed your Pokemon to learn all the moves he's supposed to learn. Now you get a 1-point bonus in each set. That would have been awesome. And a good incentive for people to not skip moves, even if they thought them useless. As certainly most of those stat moves are pretty useless. That's of course not to say useless on the part of moves like Poison Powder or Stun Spore. Those are great. Even Sleep Powder if you're patient enough to use it. Anything back here? Nope. I think we'll go into the Pokemart. If I'm not wrong, you can get the Super Potions at this Pokemart. So I'm going to trade in our potions for Super Potions. Yes. Okay. No Pokeballs. We got a TM. 3 TMs. These are all the ones that we got in the cave of Mountain Moon. Unfortunately, you can't sell Moonstones. It's just a shame. Although I suppose nobody wants to buy a rock. Strangely enough, they sell you all the other kinds of transformation stones. The Leaf Stone, Water, Fire, Thunder. Star Piece. Yeah, that's some good money right there. What else has he got? A Repel. I really don't want to use the Repel until we get to the Safari Zone. And by then I want to have, if I can, a Super Repel or a Max Repel. So I think just the Super Potions will do it. Alright, can we get up to 25? I don't want that many. A dozen? Baker's dozen, that'll do it. A baker's dozen is good for Super Potions, donuts, and coffee. Check out some of these houses, see if we can get a hidden item somewhere. What's this old couple? Oh, traders. Yeah, so many of these houses are just going to be people who want to trade Pokemon. I don't like trading even if I wasn't in a no capture, no trade challenge. 10,000 channels and nothing to watch. I know you're feeling, dude. How do you have a house with no doors? Unless that's just the storage building for the Pokemart, I guess. What is this? Berry powder. Well, I don't have any berries, and if you tell this guy you have an interest in berries and you don't have berries, he's going to call you a liar. Which is stupid. I really don't see what you have to gain from the berry powders. What does this guy do? Oh, he tells you about all the badges. He's that guy. Nobody wants to be that guy. Alright, what have we got? We got good amount of super potions. We got a revive, which we of course can't use until we have more than one Pokemon, but I'll keep it. And we have level 27. That should be enough to one-shot most of Dingus's team, I do believe, at this point in time. Might be able to one-shot all of them. Play our attacks right. What do I want to use for you? I think Ember will do. Yeah! As I said earlier, folks, you're 10 levels up, your opponent is screwed, doesn't matter what you do. Can't use Ember or Metal Claw on this guy. He's the only one Scratch is good for. I'm surprised he didn't use that first. Super effective. It only did 17 damage. 16. That's actually weaker than my Scratch. Dude, I'm 9 levels up on you. You can't do a thing. Misty. I don't know why her Starmie has such an advantage. Because the Water Pulse, if you've ever done this particular run, not particularly this challenge, but if you've done a run with Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard, you know that it is nigh impossible to get past Misty, even if you're like 10 levels up on her Starmie. I don't know what's special about it. I guess the Water Pulse is extra powerful. Just doesn't seem like it ought to be. Yeah, the attack power rose. Too bad it was the last Pokemon. I think he's coming back. Yep. Don't feel sorry for me, I beat you. I think in every battle after the first one, you kind of have to beat him in order to keep progressing. Otherwise, you just keep running into him again. I don't know if they really did that or not, because I don't lose. Not to him. And I try not to lose to anybody else either. And of course, that's the point of this challenge, is to not lose. Aside from not capturing Pokemon. I thought about this. Those of you guys who don't mind this sort of thing, but I do because it's just cheap. Personally, I don't think they should have included it at all. And it's also akin to trading, in that way that I won't use it. You can purchase Pokemon throughout this game. You can buy a Magikarp from a fisherman somewhere. I think it's one of the next 2 towns over. And once you get to Celadon, is it Celadon? Or is it where they have the Silph Co? I think it's Celadon, because everything that's big is in Celadon. They have a casino where you can win coins, which is different from Pokédollars, and use it to buy Pokemon. It's kind of like buying dogs with poker chips. We are on the Nugget Road. Unfortunately, for those of you who like to watch the short video, that one is not going to be as short as the last short video, just because this Nugget Road has 6 people on it. I guess you could call it the Nugget Bridge that has 5, and then you have the extra guy at the end. It's technically a bridge. I always call it Nugget Road. And whenever they have somebody who's at the tail end of a thing, I usually include them in the thing. Yeah, 28. Stats looking good. My lowest one is, of course, with the Naughty Nature, the Special Defense. Surprisingly, the attack is not the highest one, being that Naughty Nature increases the attack. Special attack speed and HP are the biggest ones. HP the very biggest. Well, that's actually my health in points. I don't know what that means in base stats. How'd you lose? Easy. You had 2 plants. Youngster to me. I don't know why they included, titles like Youngster and Bug Catcher and Lass, Camper. If they were going to introduce names, you're giving them a name, you don't have to keep a title. Do they still include names with the Rockets? I think they just changed them all to Rocket Grunt. Oh, you gotta be mean to the Rocket, not give him a name. This game makes you not like people on purpose, if you're weak-minded. Like the rival, they always make him a jerk. No, I'm not getting tired. You guys are easy. I haven't even had to use a super potion since I got through my rival, Mr. Dingus. And you have Mr. Poison Point. I'm gonna use Ember. Gotta correct myself from the last video, guys. One of those trainers on that road between Pewter and Mount Moon, they actually did have an Nidoran. It just went by so fast I didn't even realize it. Because of one-shot almost everything. And the things that don't one-shot, it just feels like I do. The tedium doth get more tedious. That's the bum thing about this challenge. You have to get super high to get past the gym leaders, but then it makes you so high that fighting everybody else is almost no fun. Almost. Winning is always fun if you win fair. And some people say, you're not fighting fair. Dude, don't bring a knife to a gunfight. And we got the golden nugget. It's weird. All the other rockets look like rockets, except for this dude. He looks a lot like the store clerk. Holy crap, he changed costumes! I don't know why these guys think they're so high and mighty. No, they don't even have 6 Pokemon, which would be a lot better, since they don't even have a maximum level of 20 for any of their Pokemon. If you're going to call yourselves a challenge, have 6, have level 20, even if level 20 is on your highest one. I saw your feet from the grass, spelled as if feats of strength. I think I'm going to save some of my embers. More of these guys up here later on might have Nidorans and Ekans. Just going to use... Yeah, because of Intimidate and Poison Point, I want to use Ember on these kinds of poison Pokemon. Because I don't have any more antidotes, and I'm not actually going to buy any if I can help it. Good stats, dude. I love it. Come on, just give me one. Alright. It's a bug. Shouldn't you be in your shell by now? Of course, the wild Pokemon, their levels don't necessarily have to match their forms. Same can be said for some of these trainers. Can I use Metal Claw? Is that more powerful on this guy? Or is that a disadvantage? I never looked that up from grass. I guess it's not a disadvantage at least. Oh, you little. You only got one. You think you can hurt me? I got a freaking dragon. Dinosaur. Same thing. Getting this patch of grass, I want to have an encounter. Really, they're just not going to get any higher level than this, I guess. Now, you like to teleport, so I have to use my highest move on you. Keep you from running away, and I have to lose experience. Coward. Still got gas in the tank. That sounds like a fart reference. Metal is not super effective against fighting. Fighting is more effective against steel. It's a bit of a strange thing, the way they did some of these super effectives and not very effectives, and not other than normal effectives. Thank you, I have been working hard. Have to be careful up here, because there have been instances back at least in Pokemon Red that I've actually gotten trapped in certain areas or not been able to get over to other areas from these guys in particular. It's a lot easier to do that when you're spinning around Silph Co and spinning around Giovanni's gym. We'll worry about that later though. Is it Silph Co or Team Rocket's headquarters? Or Team Rocket take over Silph Co and make it their headquarters? Just been so long since I played. Yeah, going up. Screech! Anybody watch Saved by the Bell? Are any of you that old? Screech was a weird dude. Never lacked in the funny. That's right, he's a water type. I always forget what kind of he is. You just don't get too many Slowbros. No one wants to train them. They're hard to train, but they're a beast when you get them high enough level to get good defense. Terrible speed. All these people that only got one Pokemon, I have to wonder, was that their starter? Or they just bypass the whole starter thing and catch a Pokemon by themselves. It makes it very strange for some of these younger ones. I think their parents might have caught it for them. Yeah, there is a little girl in this game who talks about her daddy's going to get her a Pikachu. Is it this one or is it yellow version? Don't remember where they are. But I know they're grouped together so you can talk to them both at the same time. I'm just waiting until we finally get one of these guys into the triple digits, and then after that I'll be waiting until we get all of them in the triples. Might be waiting a long time for that though. I don't think some of these even can get into the triples unless you special EV for it. I think I'd like to get one EV booster for each of the stats at the Celadon Supermart. And then of course you get some of them along the way naturally in the journey. I think you get at least one from all of them, maybe two for a couple, or maybe there's one that you can't find. Not certain. Again, I've not played in a long time. At the very least, I haven't played up to Celadon in a long time. I want to take a minute to appreciate those of you who like to watch the long video. You guys are awesome.
Don't tell the guys that watch the short video, but you're my favorites.
There we go. Yes, sir. Leave me enough room to get that item up there. That's the thing about this challenge. Sometimes you are just going to run out of power points. TM, I was hoping it was something else. You had this feeling, you just had to battle me. I think that's called programming. Haha. Critical, I don't even need critical. Oh, you booger. Yeah, got you anyway. Yeah, those two up there, I think they're just looking at the lake. You don't get to challenge them. It's too bad not every NPC has at least one Pokemon. You get a lot more experience points. You probably actually get to level 100 without any rare candies and with not any extra, and I do mean extra, random wild encounters. Because you gotta keep going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Or else do it with the Elite Four back and forth. Ooh. But they give you real good experience, the Elite Four. I think that's the way that most people did it. If they didn't want to get to level 100 before the Elite Four, that is. Just one-shot everybody. I don't understand the particular usefulness of Sweet Scent. I don't know why you have to call it evasiveness as if it's different from accuracy, because all it does is raise your accuracy. Because is there a thing called evasiveness in Pokemon stats? Because I've never seen it. Those of you who are more of a nerd than I am, go look that up. Looks a lot more cutesy in this one than he does in the red version. Of course, they changed all the sprites to be a little bit more in line with what Pokemon they actually are. Why do you have a cell separator in your teleporter? Why do you have a teleporter if you only use it in the same building? I would love to see your rare Pokemon, but this thing won't let me. Later on this game, this guy takes us to the Sevi Islands. I don't think I'm going to do that just because I want to treat this as if it were the original red version. It's just a better red version. And if sometime along the way I run out of challenges to do, nobody's given me anything, a new idea yet, I might just come back and do this challenge in original red version. Because, you know, that might actually be harder. I don't know. You definitely don't get to run. And it looks like Charmeleon's only level 30, so we're going to go ahead and just go through here. Skip Misty for now. We'll go to Vermilion. We'll get Cut. I definitely want to be a Charizard before we get to Lieutenant Surge's gym. So I think if I can't do that, I'll just, once I get through everybody else, I'll go through the Diglett Cave. I should be a Charizard by the time I get to Lieutenant Surge. And then I'll do Surge, and then I'll come back here for Misty. At 1 point. And you missed, haha. Can't make me drowsy. Already at level 31. You know, it's just a shame you can't just give this thing back to these people in here. I tried back in the original red version. Not gonna try this time. Here again, a house with no doors. And in the middle of the woods, no less. Something very strange about some of these people. Meowth. Really, 14's the extent of Pokemon levels in here. It's almost not even worth going through the trouble. Time to use a super potion after this guy. And quick attack twice. Clever birdie. I don't know why I bought so many super potions. Guess I'm just overstock. Still got that Boy Scout mentality, always be prepared. And here we have the daycare center, I think. Yeah, that's the daycare center, and he's got a PC. I don't think I already said I wasn't going to use the daycare. It's just not something I care for. And of course you can't go down that road right yet. I think you have to give these guys some tea. And this is a girl that wants a trade. I say there's a bunch of stuff in here somewhere. There's a bunch of stuff in the game just hidden in the pixels below the dirt. I think that would get very tedious trying to find that. And then you guys, you know, I'm trying to do this for you guys. I don't want you to be bored. After this guy, I'm going to go for a wild encounter in that patch of grass to my right. My character's left. East in the game. It's funny, in this game, unlike real life, you always know where north is. Of course, in real life, it's not completely difficult to find north, unless it's noon. And then you might be a head scratching. Dude, you let your wheel get to 16 and you haven't made a V-drill yet? Come on. That could have gained me like 15 more experience, I think. You get higher experience with the same level if the Pokemon is their higher form or final form. There's a big calculation they use for that thing. I think even type effectiveness gets into it a little bit. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Don't want to give you guys fake news like that dude gave us in the Meridian Forest. He didn't just give us fake news, he gave us fake science. Don't you know the Pokemon evolve? No, they transform. The game itself uses the wrong connotation for what is, as Bill Clinton would say. That dude don't know what is, he don't know what right and wrong is. Who? Now see, this dude's doing it right with his Squirtle, except for the fact that it's not a Wartortle. Levels. 2 levels higher than Dingus was. Can't win, you should have made him a Wartortle. Well, I already interrupted your conversation when I fought your boyfriend. I should be able to make it one-shot nearly everything. With nearly anything. Pikachu! Yeah, that quick attack is the only way you'll ever hit me. You hate losing. Quit being so good at it. So the next Pokemon that we will have a choice of is, once I get Eevee, I'm going to have to decide which Pokemon to transform him into. I'm going to leave a poll in the next video after this one when I fight Lieutenant Surgeon Misty. I think I'll be able to get through the SS San before an hour. Not this time, but next time for definite. I see, here's a bug catcher that did it right. He's level 20. Butterfree is not still a Caterpie. So close to getting a triple digit. I think before we get to Charizard is when we'll have that triple. It's just a shame that the guys that are not two of them, the guys that are two of them standing next to each other are not double trainer battles. And neither are these. I don't think you get that until after Celadon. Very first time I played this game, I was like, oh, they retconned that into the Gen 1? Technically this is Gen 3, but it acts as the redo of the Gen 1. still want to do a Pokemon hack. One that's going to be more challenging than this regular game. Might go with Omega Red, but I might go with a different one too. Maybe I'll do two of them. 2 Pokemon hacks. Huh? You want to talk to me? Huh? Dude, you walked up to me. I tell you what, these people are not just rude, they're backwards in their thinking. Yeah, Eradicate. Just gonna Ember you. I don't want to give you a chance with that Hyper Fang. Oh no. Well, he was stupid anyway. Used a Tail Whip. Here we are in Vermilion. Gonna go to the Pokemon Center. I probably could get it just for the sake of getting it. Those rods, the old rod, the super rod, the fishing rods. I really just don't care to because I'm not going to use them anyway. Alright guys, I think we'll cut it right after we get onto this boarding platform for the SS Anne. What's in these houses? I know one of these guys is the Pokemon fan club. I think it's this guy. Yeah, it's this guy. And he'll give us the bike voucher, and we can take it to get the bike after we get through with everything over here. Yay! Oh, dang it. Well, at least it didn't make us do it again. Just think about some of these guys with their long conversations. You forget that you're done talking, and you you can just continue to do it. There's people over here, isn't there? You know what? I can do them after SS Anne. I'll tell you what. If we don't get Charizard after SS Anne, not only is that insane, but it just means that we can go over here to these guys and they'll make him a Charizard for definite. Alright, we're going to board and then we're going to go. Alright. This is Drakir Gaming signing off. Love you guys. Good night and God bless.